All right, guys, welcome back on the Block Western Conference. During the commercial break, I took some heat for going 1 through 12 on the Raptors. Forgot to shout out Matty D, Leo Rhodes, and the rest of the squad. What's up, my boys? Jack Armstrong, Mike Roach, everybody on the payroll. But I love what I saw with the Raptors. Okay, guys, just for time, Western teams. Let's go Dallas Mavericks quickly.
If Porzingis stays healthy, plays at least 70 games, I got them in the playoffs.
Ditto. I think Porzingis looks good. I love Luka Doncic. They definitely have some depth. I have them in my playoff bracket, making it in.
DeLon Wright's there too. I'm not going to go 1 through 12 on these guys, but I like their bench. I like their bench a lot, and Luka and Kristaps, they're going to be maybe the best duo in the league. Who knows going forward, right? Especially with LeBron going into retirement very soon, hopefully. Denver Nuggets. That was my team. That was my team last year. I picked them to finish second, and they didn't let me down. They almost went to the West Finals last year, lost to Portland in that. I think they had like a quadruple overtime game or something too, and then they just ran out of gas in the other one. But you're
Denver,
Porter Jr.
Porter Jr. I picked him to be Rookie of the Year last year. I don't think he's going to get over Zion this year, but I think he's going to be amazing. I picked them, and I bet you that they were going to have a better record than the Lakers, but you're going to say that injury with LeBron, so I won't say anything. I've loved Denver for years, and I think they're going to do wonderful.
Again, I have them high up on my standings. I think it's a solid regular season team in terms of I think Joker, you know what you're going to get from him, and then the triple doubles and everything that he brings. Jamal Murray. Again, I have them high up in the standings, and I'm expecting some big things.
And Jamal Murray, the best Canadian we've ever had in the league, besides Nash.
I was going to say that, Nash.
Yeah.
Denver Nuggets, another team that probably the deepest team in basketball, if I had to say. Them and the Clippers, the deepest team. Maybe even deeper than the Clippers if you're going through 12 spots. Jamal Murray, Monty Morris pulling beast. They're pulling the Raptors again. But all these guys shot the ball last year. And then Will Barton, he got hurt last year and was never the same, and that kind of hurt them in the playoffs. Michael Porter Jr., I like him a lot too. I just don't know if he's going to be able to be healthy because he had a few back surgeries. They're a team that could win a championship.
Of course.
And Jokic could win an MVP. Everybody's getting a lot of LA love right now, and rightfully so. They're a team that could surprise.
In a couple of years.
No, they could win.
They could win. We're in Golden State right now. That's the next team up. What do you think about them?
Again, they're obviously going to miss Clay because Clay's going to be out at least till January.
They'll miss Durant.
No, definitely Mr. Durant. Yeah, and again, but this will go back to the Clay and Steph and Draymond. Then you had
D'Angelo
Russell for some extra shooting. They kept Looney. They lost a lot of the rotation guys. Iguodala's gone. Livingston retired and so forth. They will. I think they'll obviously have them making the playoffs, obviously, but they'll struggle in the regular season. But it can be a dangerous team once everyone's healthy back come playoff time.
They suck. Even if Klay Thompson wasn't healthy, they suck. The team when everyone wants to bring up before Durant came. Before Durant came, they had a beautiful bench. They grew together and had a chemistry. Now they don't. Klay Thompson's the only one who acts somewhat humble. Draymond acts like he's a superstar. He's not a superstar. Klay walks around with his mouth guarded in his mouth like he's the best player in the world. Steph Curry, sorry. These guys are not. This is not a hungry team. This is a team that walks on the court saying we've won all these rings and they're going to get destroyed this year.
Really?
Yes, destroyed this year. and Klay Thompson couldn't even say that. I see the arrogance.
That's the clip.
They have no bench.
They
have no bench. They have no bench, and they walk around arrogant. And they're going to get humbled. And Draymond is not as good as he thinks he is.
Willie Cauley style. They got some good.
I don't mind Willie, but he's hurt, and they said that he might miss a month or two. The thing is, with a team like that, you can't really miss wins early in the season because I feel like those wins you'll need them at the end if you're trying to make the playoffs. The only guy that I don't mind, but he's also had a problem staying healthy, Alec Burks. We're talking about bench guys now because they don't have much bench. They did release ex-Raptor Alfonso McKinney. Like that's how and for Marquise Chris, who's done nothing in the league except get punched in the face by Serge Ibaka, right? So there's been some problems.
And Russell won't work. Mark my words.
That's because you don't like him.
I don't like him, but he played wicked in Boston. I hated him last year, but I said he played amazing in Boston.
I don't think it'll work when Clay comes back. And
I think he'll anchor that bench when Clay comes back towards the second half.
Bench.
Yeah.
He's not going to start. He doesn't want to come off the bench. He was an all-star last year.
Yeah,
I don't know why they got him, but move on.
Okay, Clippers. Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, they're the best defensive team since the Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace team. This team is absolutely dangerous on defense. Plus, they can score. No one's stopping this team.
Nobody. So they're the champions? We'll save that. We'll save that. We'll save that.
But I said it. You know it.
The only thing they don't have is a center really to protect the rim. You talk about Ben Wallace. There's nobody like that.
I like Zubac. Zubac was pretty good last year.
Yeah, but he's a very good player.
He's a good player. He's not an anchor on your defense though.
Yeah, I mean, and then they're probably playing Montrezl. They're at 5 for a little bit
And
as
he's
well.
fine.
He's fine.
Well, first of all, everyone's giving up on centers anyway, so it doesn't. I don't know why it matters that they don't have a center. You can go pick up when Dwight Howard doesn't work. They can go pick him up. They can do anything. You can get a 7-foot anywhere. What you need is a guy. They have great defense and they have good collapsing defense for help defense. And the guy with the dreads, I can never remember his name.
Montrezl.
Is that it? This the power forward, the he's a great defender. He may not be a shock block defender where you can't go down low, but he will be able. Whatever center will not be able to back him down and just score on him in no way.
I mean, I think they're probably one of the deepest team. I mean, we mentioned Denver, but I think they have a really deep bench. I mean, you got Lou off the bench, Mo Harkless. Again, it's a stacked team. The only problem they have obviously is that I think they will load manage Kawhi a little bit as well. Paul George might miss the first 20 games. You don't know how he's going to be with that shoulder. Might be a bit of a problem with that. So you got to watch what's going on with their health. But if everybody's healthy, I agree with him. They'll be a real tough out.
Yeah, a lot of played 70 games this year.
70?
That's my prediction. No less than 70.
Maybe they'll just lower the minutes per game, but he's saying there won't be as much load management. I like the team. They're deep. I hate to say it, I say it again. They were my team from before since I was a kid. But now watching Kawhi there, he's shaking his head.
Wait, yes, let them go. Hold on. Let them go for Philly, and you're gonna. I didn't do the Kermit the Frog, Stephen A. Smith. Now, hold on a minute. You ain't coming back to the Clippers. Stay where you
I had that great jersey on for a long time.
You let that go for a beat. You let that go for a beat. You are.
I like Embiid as a player. I'm not a Philly.
You're a Philly guy. You ain't.
I'm a Philly guy.
Back to the Clippers.
That's news to me.
You ain't going back to the Clippers. I can promise you that. You already rode that Toronto train. You ain't getting on this train.
You're like Will Smith of the Fresh Prince, where they're gonna have to put you back in the van and bring you back.
You ain't getting on this train.
Oh, I'll be getting on. But I was gonna say, as much as I am a Clippers fan and a Raptors fan, it does hurt me to see Kawhi in that jersey. It shouldn't, because like I said, since I was a kid, I've liked the Clippers. But it does hurt me to see him in a Clippers.
Too bad it hurts DeRozan. DeRozan shouldn't be wearing a Spurs jersey.
We're getting off topic.
I'm glad you guys.
That didn't hurt me one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that you're hurting now.
Memphis Grizzlies. Morant. You like him a lot?
Of course, love him. I don't know what this team's gonna do. If Iguodala gave them a chance, they could have tried to develop, and they could have been on the track of getting good, but Morant's gonna be wicked, and that's it.
Jaren Jackson Jr. looks good too. Ex-Raptors with JV and Bruno Caboclo as well. I hope that they do well. What do you think about them?
I mean, I hate Grayson Allen, that's for sure. Again, he's a dirty kid. I never liked him even at Duke. Again, this is going to be a rebuilding team. They're probably a lottery. The only reason to really watch them are the two guys you mentioned in Jackson and Morant. It'll be probably exciting watching those guys, but they're not going to, it's a stacked Western Conference. They're not going to do much. It's a bottom 2, bottom 3 team.
I think they're going to be the worst team in the West, and the only team worse than them will be Phoenix. Speaking of, let's go to them right now since we're talking about them. They did get Kelly Oubre, who played for a contract at the end of the year, averaged maybe 15 or 16 points there. I don't really know what to make of them, though. They do have Ricky Rubio, which you were talking about before. Tyler Johnson's there.
DeAndre Ayton,
I don't love his game. We talked about that. Frank Kaminsky, Aaron Baines. They picked up some under the radar guys. I think they'll be a tough out. They'll be competitive every night. They won't win very many games.
I'll just say they won't have the worst record. I like Booker. They won't have the worst record, like you said. I think that might go to Sacramento, but
no,
I don't like Sacramento. Yeah, Suns are okay. Was it ever?
You like their young guys though?
I don't think they'll mind anything. I don't see hope in them. I don't picture this roster being together.
Not like in Atlanta or anything like that. You don't see any hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I do like a lot of the guys. I think Ayton's. This might be a year that he gets.
It's only his second year.
He may have a better year. Booker is one of the best shooters in the league, in my opinion. Just can't really stay healthy, and his defensive game is lacking. Again, I don't think they'll make noise in a tough Western Conference, but they have some guys to watch out for, and a team that in a couple of years, with a couple more draft picks, can be at that level of where the Hawks are going to be and maybe the Bulls and things like that. So they're going in the right direction. They're just too much of a stacked conference.
If they nail this draft pick this upcoming year, they get a top 5 pick. Yes. If they don't hit it, they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Portland get Whiteside, and that's pretty much it. And Nasir Little, I really like who they took from UNC, North Carolina, and who else? Nurkic is going to be out for a while.
Yeah,
You like Portland for a while.
Yeah,
right?
they're going to do their thing.
Lillard had a good thing in the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else to say about Portland, pretty much.
Well, I mean, they're gonna go as far as Dame and CJ can take them. Really, again, a team that will likely make the playoffs. Some people don't think they'll make the playoffs. They're again one of those
They're
teams
so
that
tough in the
what did
West.
you call them? Fool's gold.
That's his line.
That's his guy, fool's gold situation, and they really go as far as Dame and CJ can take them. And again, too many good teams in the West. They're really making much noise.
San Antonio Spurs.
I believe in Pop. I pray. I think DeRozan. It doesn't matter how old you are if you're motivated, and the Raptors won without him. I think hopefully he's gonna play more, even more aggressive this year, and I always trust the Spurs.
DeJounte Murray, back from 20 ACL, you like him?
Which one?
DeJounte
Yeah, I
Murray, the
like
point
him,
guard.
but you gotta see what he's like after the injury.
I think you
But I
like
always
him.
trust the Spurs.
They always seem to overachieve. Again, Murray White was a real revelation last year.
They have a lot of guys.
You all know that. Again, I'm not a huge fan of DeMar, but like he does again. He had a reasonably decent year last year.
You're still
He
disloyal.
choked in Game 7 again, but we're
You're
not going to
so
get to
disloyal.
that. It's not me being disloyal.
Oh
This is my
my
personal
gosh.
opinion.
Calling a spade a spade.
You were
22
saying that when they were both on the All-Star team, and you
Yeah.
were calling them All-Star. You know what? Forget it. Keep going. I don't want to.
They play like All-Stars. Doesn't mean they're not choke
But
artists.
Both guys are bums, but you were calling them All-Stars. and I was telling
I'm
you they
saying
weren't
DeMar's a
All-Stars.
decent player. I'm not saying, but I'm saying that
That's so
realistic. He
disrespectful
fills the
to him.
stat sheets in the regular season. In the playoffs, he shits the bed, and that's the reality.
But
of
our
it.
question: Who would
Anyways.
you rather have, DeMar or Kyle?
Oh my God,
Quick.
that's like choosing between two bathrooms I don't want to be in.
Wrong.
I will probably take, because of age and the way I think, I would take DeMar because again, Kyle at the end of the day just, I don't know, he irritates me more than DeMar. I think DeMar's
We
a
did
little
it
more
before.
humble.
That's my issue here.
What do you mean?
Your disloyalty.
What do you mean?
That's what bothers me.
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
But
Yeah, move on.
Who do you think? Who do you think at this
DeRozan,
point?
I never really liked Larry, but you used to defend him. That's what's bothering me. You guys used to defend him.
Well, at the end of the day,
you're calling him a
you
bum?
can defend guys. I'm
Oh,
not calling the guys
man.
bums. They're just like
You're
playoff
calling-
jokers. But anyways,
Spurs,
the Spurs 22 years, they have that record.
Playoffs, yeah.
It's really in jeopardy this year.
It was
Really,
in jeopardy
really in
last year when
jeopardy.
they made it,
I
but
know.
yeah, it's tough.
It's really in jeopardy.
Okay, Sacramento Kings. You don't like them. Why?
I do not like them. I think
Oh.
that it's a difficult. I'm saying it's a difficult West,
Yeah.
and I think that they're going to be
There's better
exactly like the other
teams.
team I said, where they're going to be competitive. I think they play really hard. I personally don't think they'll lose by 20 more than 3 times this whole year. I think they're going to really.
They can
do
score.
things. Yeah, but I just don't. They're just going. It's going to lose. If you lose by 1 point, it's still a loss.
Fox and Hield, I like a lot. Bagley kind of reminds me of what I was saying about Pascal. That's actually a decent comparison now that I think about it. Both big guys that don't really do anything great. They're both going to be solid players. Bagley's further behind in his development. But I think that Bagley can be a 20 and 10 guy. I just don't see him as a guy that you're going to go down and say, hey, like, you're a transcendent all-star. I just think he's going to be a really good player. Same thing with Fox. And like I said, same thing with Buddy Hield. He's like a 20-point game guy. Shoots a 3 better than almost than anybody.
Yeah, I don't like. They were really neck and neck with the Clippers to make the playoffs last year. I think De'Aaron Fox is a good player, better than Lonzo Ball. That should have been who the Lakers should have picked in that draft. Buddy's gonna get his. I think the Harrison Barnes contract is gonna cost them long term in keeping
Big time.
some of these players. Bagley's a good player. They're gonna be a team that again, a 10th, 11th, right there. It won't be much of a problem there. They're not gonna be terrible. I don't think they're the
No, they'll
worst
be
team in
competitive
the
for
West
sure.
at all.
Yeah, they could have
Not
made the
by far.
playoffs last year. Utah Jazz.
Love them.
They just re-signed Quinn Snyder to a multi-year deal. Their coach.
Bogdanovich was big.
Yeah, but then a big
for
signing.
4 or 5 years now, I've said every time. Well, I don't know beyond the show, but every time I say that they're the Boston Celtics of the West, I love their coach. I love the way they play. All their players are allowed to do their thing. Love Utah.
And they gave Donovan Mitchell some help. They brought in Jeff Green should give them some decent minutes. He's not much help, but Bogdanovich, Conley, right? Dante Exum's still there. Moody might be in his last contract. I like them. I think they're gonna be.
I think they'll be a really solid
Decent
regular
team.
season. Gobert, Mitchell. I like the Bogdanovich pickup because I think he was solid for Indiana. I think he was the best player in the playoffs last year. And yeah, they'll be a really solid regular season team against some of the Titans in the playoffs. I think they'll have problems, but yeah, I think it'll be a decent team.
Really quickly, Minnesota.
Don't care about them whatsoever. I love Towns.
We don't need to say anything else, yeah?
It'll be, again, Towns is great. It'll be the last year for Wiggins. I think in Minnesota, this is
You
going to
think
be
they get rid of
it.
him?
This is going to be it, yeah.
I just want to see what Jared Culver, if he has a decent season, their top 5 pick to trade for Texas Tech. New Orleans Pelicans. Zion Williamson.
Okay, so
Start the clock.
not that I'm
You got a few minutes, so let's go.
real quick. I'm gonna go real quick. I've been talking about him. I told you that he's gonna save the league. I love everything about him. I want to make sure this is known to everybody. I don't see all the sleeves, the elbow sleeves, the knee pad sleeves. I don't see tattoos. He turned down Jay-Z. He turned down LeBron. He's not following people's waves. If any other player had Jay-Z and LeBron coming to their games, they would have signed the Clutch Sports. They would have went to Puma. He said no to everybody, did his own thing, and he's gonna dominate. And maybe not right away, but he has to work on his jumper. But he's going to be playing. His game is.
Charles Barkley.
Especially if you have the mind, of course, but you can develop whatever he's gonna do. He's only 6'6". He's not. I don't think he's gonna stay a power forward the way they want. But I love this. I love this demeanor. I love that they won't let go of LeBron yet. But these same people, the same way they no, let me can I finish? The same way that they elevated DeRozan and Lowry, I just want it on record. There's a lot of bandwagoners jumping to Zion. No one cared about Zion, and you even remember. I think we even texted about it. But everyone was choosing Barrett to be first, and I said no. It's Zion Williams.
Lamar called that.
So everyone is, even before that, people are everyone's starting to sway now and everything. Zion is my guy, and it's a blessing by God that as Vince leaves, that Zion comes. And now I can go into the future with hope instead of having to be behind the tyranny of LeBron James and his garbage. So now it's time to be free. And if you look in the Bible, what they say about Zion, check the Bible, guys, what it says about Zion, it's the land of milk and honey where you're free. This is the place I provided for you. So Zion is going to be it, and I want everyone to know I'm not a bandwagoner. I want everyone to know that he's going to improve. I want everyone to, that's all I'm going to say. Watch the conduct. It's the character of the person. It's not just the skill. LeBron has skill, bad character. That's why he can't shoot free throws. That's why he stacks clean. And that's why he can't do things. He had the skill, but bad character. Bad character. Zion has character.
Old, but anyways.
I'm done.
Okay, look, I just a couple of points I want to use.
We don't have time. I'm sorry, we don't. We don't have time. OKC. OKC.
Okay, for OKC,
yeah.
I think Shea Gilgeous will be all right. It depends if they keep Chris Paul or Gallinari. It's a team that potentially, if they do keep all those guys, might be a playoff team. But I mean, they want to rebuild, so who knows by the end of the year who they keep. But yeah, so I don't have them making the playoffs, but it's a bit of a fall from grace. I hope that SGA has a good year there. It'll be his team by the end of it, from the looks of it. Him and Steven Adams and so forth. So. I mean, I'll touch on those Zion points at another time, I guess. But
yeah, we honestly don't have time. Lakers. I know that it's gonna be tough, but like,
I don't see that.
just like 30 seconds, a minute, like 30 seconds on you because we still have to get to our picks.
The Lakers situation is again a team that I think that Davis is gonna be. Again, he always gets
He has
injured.
to be healthy.
Yeah, it's a much better team than what they had last year. That I think no one's doubting that. It's again a team that's going to be more looking towards what the playoffs will be. So I don't think they'll go gung ho during the regular season. They'll be a middle of the pack team in the West based off of that. I think LeBron will be load managed quite a bit. It all matters to the playoffs. I don't think they really care about the regular season, to be honest. It'll all happen in terms of that. So I think they have great players. I think the Davis LeBron combination could be amazing. But I think they're more built for the playoffs than the regular season.
Yeah, I agree, and just LeBron can't have an excuse because he has a good team this year, right? I think we can all agree that he has good supporting cast, champions. They're not past their prime. When healthy, right?
He's just dying to get
I want to get through our West really quick. Go through 1 through 8. That wraps it up for all the teams. 1 through 8, guys.
Okay. The championship Clippers are number 1. Utah number 2. Denver 3. Rockets 4. Lakers 5. Portland 6. Mavs 7. And I have either Spurs and New Orleans at 8.
Okay, you go your top 8.
I actually didn't discuss the Houston situation, but again, they'll be
interesting. Oh yeah, Houston.
Yeah, it's all right. At the end of the day, I mean, obviously, I think we both know that it all depends on how
Westbrook's already healthy too, but we can get to that.
I have Denver first, the Clippers second, Utah third.
What?
The Lakers.
I'm proud of you, man.
The Lakers.
I'm proud of you.
The Lakers fourth.
You've opened your eyes.
Houston fifth. Golden State in sixth. 7 Portland and 8 in Dallas. Sorry, I missed you. So who did you have in? No, so he said that he had San Antonio in. So who do you have?
San Antonio and New Orleans as I have Golden State out.
You have Golden not even making the playoffs.
Yeah, I know
Wow,
how they're
okay.
And I don't know what. Say your list again. I think I don't
Denver, Clippers, Utah, Lakers, Houston, Golden State, Portland, and Dallas.
Yeah, we basically have the same.
Okay, so I have Clippers finishing 1, Lakers 2, and now the only reason I think so is because LeBron knows that he's going to need home court in some of these series, and he's not going to be able to take time off. Denver at 3, Utah at 4, Houston at 5, Golden State at 6, Dallas 7, New Orleans 8. But if Zion's out for any period of time longer than 15 games, they don't make the
Yeah,
playoffs.
that's true.
And he's over 2 weeks. He might be out for longer.
What's yours?
Clippers and Lakers.
What? Who's 8? New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have San Antonio making it
I
either?
don't. No.
I neither do I. Okay.
No.
So he's the only one.
Champion and who do
Like
they
last
play?
year, and I was right. You
Yeah.
both didn't have them in, but you
Champion and who do they beat?
I'm saying there's not even a doubt. I bet my house, as long as they're healthy, that Clippers are winning. But I guess I'll say Milwaukee, but I should say Boston. That's my squad, but I'm gonna say Milwaukee.
So Milwaukee loses to the Clippers in the finals. Igor?
I'm gonna go Clippers to win it, but they'll face Philly in the finals. So yeah, Clippers, Philly in the final.
You guys ready for the Heat?
Yeah.
Philly's beating the Clippers in the finals. That's all for today. We'll see you guys next time on the blog. Joel Embiid's gonna be a champion. See you guys.
Okay. All right.